Welcome. Today we're doing a short, slow flow peace practice. My name is Rebecca, and my passion is helping women who are going through challenging times to find peace and calm through self-care, through movement, meditation, and mindfulness. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel and then grab your yoga mat. We'll start in a cross-legged position, or if this doesn't feel good, you can extend one leg out long or even both out in front. Just roll your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Close your eyes for a minute and just notice your breath. Just feeling the air flowing in and flowing out. Notice if your breath is fast or slow, shallow or deep. So often when we're feeling stressed, when we're anxious, when we're overwhelmed, our breathing is fast. It's shallow and irregular. But you can influence your feelings and calm your mind simply by changing the way that you breathe. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale through the nose and big sigh out an open mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out an open mouth. Inhale through the nose. Big sigh out the mouth, releasing the jaw. Keep your lips sealed now and just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe bringing your hands onto your belly, and as you inhale, think of filling the belly, and exhale, draw your belly button back towards your spine. Inhale, breathing deeply. Feel your belly expand. Exhale, draw your belly button back towards your spine. Inhale, breathing in peace. Exhale, letting stress go. Inhale, breathing in peace. Exhale, letting the tension go from the body. One more time, inhaling peace. Exhale, letting go of any negative thoughts or feelings. On the next exhale, slowly open up your eyes, and we'll come to sit nice and tall. Now, if you've had one leg extended, you might want to take a moment and switch to extend the other leg out. So wherever you're at, you're stacking your shoulders over your hips. Draw your belly button in and just find a little bit of length. Bring your hands to prayer at your heart. Inhale, reach the hands up high, big stretch up. And lower the hands down to prayer at the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower down. We'll change it this time. Inhale, reaching up. And then lower your right hand down and hinge over to the right. Good. Now let's lower this hand and reach over to the left. So we'll just flow side to side, just moving with your breath. Moving with the breath and focusing on the breath is what makes yoga so magical, so different than your regular exercise class. It helps calm the body and the mind. Good. Let's hold over here on this side. You could even turn your gaze to look up at the arm. Reach a little further out your fingers. Good. Let's change sides. We'll hold this other direction. Maybe gazing up at the arm. And slowly lower that down. Let's come onto our hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. So you'll want to spread the fingers nice and wide, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. Now, if this feels uncomfortable, you could always put a blanket or a towel underneath your knees. Your toes can be flat, or you can curl them under, whatever feels better. Gazing straight ahead, you're going to drop the belly and lift the gaze, and then tuck the chin round the back. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Tuck the chin round the back. Now really moving with your breath, moving at your own speed through cat and cow a few more times. So much of yoga is listening to your body and what you need. Everything is just a suggestion, so just doing what feels good for you, knowing you can take a break at any time. You can stay like this, or you can start to draw some circles, just bringing some movement to the spine. Anything that feels good. Movement is the best medicine, so just being curious, what feels good to get in there and loosen things up. Good. Maybe circle the other direction a couple of times as well. Come back to table. We'll just push back into child's pose. So send your seat towards your heels. Reach those fingers out in front. Maybe even come up on the tips of your fingers and walk them a little bit further away. Breathing deeply. You might even exhale out and open mouth a couple of times here. Gazing at the hands, shifting forward, coming into downward dog if you want to. So you'll curl the toes under and then lift those hips up, coming into an upside down V shape. It might feel good to pedal out the feet, lowering one heel down and then the other. If your hamstrings feel really tight, you could even widen the stance, taking the feet out more to the edges of the mat. And then gazing at the hands, slowly walk the feet forward towards the hands. Forward fold. Let the head hang. Reach the tailbone up to the sky. Maybe even grab opposite elbows and just sway a little forward and back or side to side. Letting whatever you need to fall out of your head, leaving it on the mat. And then very slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to mountain. So just palms are facing forward, feet are hip distance apart. Then really engage the muscles in your legs. Find some length through the crown of your head. Maybe even close your eyes for a minute. And as you inhale, imagine the breath flowing up the front side of the body. And as you exhale, imagine it flowing down the back, taking any tension in the neck and shoulders down, leaving it on the floor. Couple more times, breathing up the front side of the body. Exhale, releasing all the stress and tension. One more time, Inhale, find some length. Exhale, let it all go. Good. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Good, and then roll them forward. Good. Standing at the top of your mat with your hands in prayer in your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the hands up high, maybe even gaze up. And then exhale, hinge, forward fold. Sweep those hands all the way down to the ground. Place your hands on your shins, flatten your back. Forward fold. Sweep the hands all the way up to the ceiling. Sweep the hands down to prayer at the heart. Good again. Inhale, reaching up. Maybe gaze up, big stretch. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Hands on the shins, half lift. Forward fold. Sweep the arms up. Sweep them down to prayer at the heart. Last time here. Inhale, reaching up, big stretch. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Place your hands on your shins, flatten your back, make your spine long. Forward fold. Lower your hands down, walk the feet back into downward dog, and we'll stay here just for a couple of breaths. Or if you're ready to go to child's pose, you can lower your knees. So again, maybe pedaling out the feet, lowering one heel down and then the other. Or maybe it would feel good to shift your hips a little side to side. Just being curious, see what feels good in your body. And then lowering those knees down. We'll take the knees wide, toes together, and send the hips back. Just resting the forehead down towards the mat. Breathing deeply. Inhaling through the nose. Maybe sighing it out an open mouth. Just letting everything go. Slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. We're going to come to lay down on our backs. So just extending those legs out long, and then slowly lowering yourself all the way down. Good. Let's bend the knees. We'll reach the arms out to the side like wings. And then slowly let the knees fall over to the right, coming into a twist. Maybe gaze over, looking the opposite direction. Whenever I'm in a twist, I like to think of wringing out a dirty washcloth. What do you need to wring out and let go of in your mind? When you're ready, you can slowly take your knees over the other way, gazing over at the opposite hand if you want to, just gently stretching the neck. Breathing deeply, letting go. When you're ready, you can slowly come back center. Give your knees a little hug. Might feel good to even rock a little side to side. Rocking's very calming, very soothing for the nervous system. Good. And then setting up for your final relaxation, you might just lower the feet down, keeping the legs bent if that feels best in your lower back. Or you can extend the legs out long. them out wide to the edges of the mat. And just let the toes roll out to the side. Turn your palms face up towards the sky, hands down by the hips. Or if it feels better, one hand could rest on your heart and one hand on your belly. Close your eyes. It's time to just relax. Our bodies benefit from movement, but our minds from stillness. Just notice your natural breath flowing in and flowing out. Trying to relax all the muscles in your body, letting everything feel completely relaxed. Perhaps even saying to yourself the words, "Peace begins with me." You might like to repeat that a few times to yourself. Peace begins with me. We can't control the circumstances in our lives, but we can always choose the way that we respond. You can stay here as long as you would like. But if you're ready to move again, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. It might feel good to reach your hands above your head and do a full body stretch. Or maybe you want to hug your knees into the chest, whatever feels good to bring a little movement back to the body. And then when you're ready, you can roll over onto your side, just using your arm as a pillow. Just pausing for a moment and just notice how you're feeling. After making a little time to move, to breathe, and to take care of yourself. When you're ready, you can slowly come up to a seated position. Maybe giving yourself a little hug. Thanks so much for taking the time to take care of yourself and practice yoga with me today. If you enjoyed this practice, you can find longer classes at youfirstyoga.ca. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head. Namaste. Be sure to subscribe to the channel